Okay, so welcome to the top 10 worst songs of 2016.
Hello, boys and girls. It's me, Lucifer Scarlet.
Hey everyone, Crazy Beatsman 21.
Top 10 worst songs of 2016. My favorite time of the year.
So, if you guys know, I'm not a fan of today music. It's kind of shit, etc. And it wasn't really hard to choose 10 songs from the list. Okay.
And this one I'm gonna have a lot of fun re-recording, even though I'm re-recording it 5 times. I know Jordan wanted me to go back and add, because I originally only had 2 songs, but then wanted me to re-record. So I'm gonna do that now. And this time I have 10 songs, which it's not necessarily 10 songs. It's gonna be there's like 7 songs, and then the other 3 are like rants on a genre or an artist and as a whole. So
2016, awful year for music. Terrible rappers, unremarkable singers, and good artists and band members dying left and right, some of which had their last album released shortly before death. And that's just to name the music world. Mostly this year was where I was left wondering if songs I had heard were from 2016 or just in 2015 being replayed, since those 2 years felt the same to me. Yeah, that bad. So if I sound jaded to you, it's because I am.
Let's get started with top 10 worst songs of 2016. Number 10 is Same Hoes by rapper Rick Ross. Now, this song is extremely annoying. I found out about this song through The Dark Knight Beyond, who is a YouTuber. He had a Rick Ross rant, and he talked about this song. And I remember the song because I was trying to make a top 10 worst songs list of 2016, and I was like, this song came out that year, 2016. Let me put it on there, and I did because the song is just garbage. I mean, it's the lowest in this list because it's like the least memorable. It's retarded because all he talks about is how he's fucking the same hoes as every other rapper or every other celebrity. He's talking about how he's fucking the same hoes as Meek Mill, fucking the same hoes as fucking what's his name, Steve Harvey. Yeah, it's just dumb song. Like what's so cool, or who thought it'd be a good idea to be like, you know what? Let me write a song about me. I fuck the same hoes. It's just lame. Like, why would you rap about fucking the same hoes as a celebrity or a rapper? To me, that shit's just lame as fuck. That's like making a song saying me and my dudes use the same spoons, same spoons. Same spoons. That's how it kind of goes in the song, but it's not spoons. But it's still fucking stupid, man. Who the fuck writes a song about fucking the same hoes as every other celebrity or every other garbage fucking rapper? What's cool about writing a song about that? Technically, you're all fucking each other because you put your shit into the bitch, and then the others put their shit into the bitch. I don't know. Maybe that doesn't make sense, but definitely number 10 is Same Hoes. That song sucks. The production is generic. The lyrics suck ass. It's not lyrical. It takes no talent what Rick Ross is doing. He's a fake ass gangster and he's just talking about how he's fucking the same hoes as celebrities or rappers. That song is lame.
Number 10 is I Play Pokemon Go Every Day. So, this song was kind of annoying to listen to. Just some kid singing about Pokemon Go. And to be honest, mate, it just repeats the same fucking thing. I play Pokemon Go every day. And do not get me started with the voice. The only part that changes is when I wake up, I'm grabbing my phone, and it just repeats the I play Pokemon Go and shit. Like, it just repeats it for fucking 2 minutes. And there's a fucking guitar. Down, down, da, da, down, down. So yeah, that's number 10.
I'm just gonna start right off with "I Hate You, I Love You." I don't know who wrote this song or who does this song, but it's basically really shitty. It's very, very repetitive. There's no rhythm in the background. There's no other instrument really in the background. It's just this broken record saying over and over again. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about it. It's not even a song. It's like a broken, unfinished, like it's like a broken record. That's basically what it is. They were like, shit looks fine. Let's put it out.
Number 10. Shawn Mendes, Treat You Better. How do you capture the success of Stitches again? Making another one, of course. Yeah, this is a common observation. These two songs sound quite alike. In fact, upon hearing this on radio, I thought it was Stitches and I was waiting for the stupid chorus to happen, but no, it didn't. How did Shawn Mendes create a song that was almost exactly the same sounding as his last big hit and made this his next big hit? I don't know, but it's pop music fans, they eat anything up. The fact that anyone can be Shawn Mendes nowadays lowers his credibility as a musician somehow. It shouldn't, since if he got popular being so generic with his songs, he must have talent, right? He must have something unique. Well, again, pop music fan. The lyrics are just creepy. They remind you of your stereotypical fedora wearing nice guy you hear about who complains that all the good girls are taken by jerks who mistreat them, hoping that one girl at least looks at him on the school bus. Yeah, that hasn't gotten any weirder in the past. Certainly nice guys will be regarded as they want to be in 2017. Or else we get some pretty, really, messed up nice guys ruining the cycle. No, but seriously, if anything, the lyrics are top tier douche. Your man obviously isn't treating you right, so come be with me instead. I know we have heard this basic message in many songs, and hell, even women have done this in their own songs, but that doesn't make this topic any less distasteful to sing about. Congrats, Mendez, you've made the list. I'm surprised to say the least overall. This song is least on the list since it's at least not terrible, but it's like a copy of another song, so here it is.
Number 9, Flexin' for the Check by rapper Benzino. Now this one's kind of disappointing pretty much because Benzino can actually rap. Despite the beef he had with Eminem, and despite if you're an Eminem fan you think he's whack, he could actually rap. He actually could spit bars. He was a good rapper back then. Go listen to some of the tracks off of his Redemption album. Listen to the song he did with Jadakiss. Listen to Die Another Day, the Eminem diss. That was a dope diss track. You know, he had some good songs on Redemption. He could actually rap back in the day. And he was associated with some good people in music. He ain't really associated with any good artists anymore. And he just makes garbage music now. And it just seems like he's trying to fit in with the mainstream now. Because back then he had Scarface, Busta Rhymes, Snoop Dogg, and P. Diddy on his first album. And that's some pretty good features. That's some pretty good associates for a first album. Benzino can actually rap, people. Just go listen to those old songs. But now, he can't anymore. Flexin' for the Check is just a boring song. It's Benzino, to me, trying to fit in with this new generation. The first problem with the song is he has that stupid-ass flow that the damn Migos use. So he's using that stupid-ass Migos flow where it's like, I'm going to bitches, you're going to bitches, you really don't know what you probably know that flow. I just imitated it. Just like Snoop Dogg did on the show that was funny as fuck. But anyways, you get what I mean. He uses that stupid-ass Migos flow, and it's annoying through the whole song. And he just talks about how this girl's flexing for the check. He's basically talking about the stereotypical shit that every other rapper talks about. He's talking about money. He's talking about bitches. He's talking about flexing for the check. It's fucking annoying. Luckily, the song isn't that long, but the song's garbage. It's really generic, and it sounds like a complete copy of something Migos or some other rapper would make. The song just sucks. The production sucks. The lyrics are terrible. The flow is annoying, that stupid Migos flow, and the rapping isn't that good. Which, it's a shame, because like I said, Benzino can rap. He can rap, you know? He reminds me of a Scarface type way back in the day when he used to rap. Now, he's just lame. Every song he's released now has just been boring. Just boring. He tries to fit in. That's what I feel like he's doing. He's trying to fit in with this mainstream and fucking copy all that bullshit that's happening. And he actually had a chance to make himself more popular because he actually got shot. And since I work well with 50 Cent, you would think that could work well for Benzino, but it really didn't. Because after he got shot, he released a song. I forgot what it was called, but it had Rick Ross on there, which that's a terrible, huge, bad feature. I don't even know if it was really a feature because Rick Ross was on the hook, but he basically got shot, and then he made the song, and then he really didn't get popular off that. So that was a failure. So number 9 is definitely Flexing for the Check. Generic, boring song. Benzino trying to sound like everybody else. Really disappointing because this guy used to be a good rapper. Flexing for the Check, awful song. Absolutely terrible.
Number 9 is Sinners Are Winners by Darby Vanity. So basically when I heard this song, I thought it was Mel Manson at first, okay? You can tell Darby's trying to be like Mel Manson nowadays, you can tell. So lyrics are, I'm a hero, I'm a zero. Basically it's a message to the haters. And he says shit like, bring love, respect to people. And yes, I know. And this song is very bad. The only good part was, once scared was, put your middle fingers in the fucking air. That was only the good part, okay? Then it gets ruined by the hated by many. That's when it got ruined, okay? And basically it's a message to the haters. And what do you expect from Divanity, you know? The cunts like this, bring love and respect. Next song, fuck haters, fucking kill 'em.
Next, Jacob. Sartorius, I think his name is. I don't know. Now, my main problem with this kid is that he basically he's a snobbish kid that got famous by lip syncing songs, and that's about it. It's not really anything good. He just got famous by lip syncing songs, and then when he actually made real music, it somehow sounded like everything else, only it sounded worse. So, yeah. And he's just a major narcissist, which is my main problem with Jacob. Like he's like has this really like attitude about him, and I guess that happens with a lot of kids that get famous when they're younger. Like they develop that narcissism. But yeah, it doesn't make it right. You know, he's just like all the other shit.
Number 9. Kanye West, Father Stretch My Hands Part 2. Now let me get one thing clear. I love The Life of Pablo as an album. Despite its flaws and the roller coaster its release caused, I consider it to be a really good album. Not a masterpiece of art, but it's a good album. Which is why I am so dumbfounded at how little effort this track took. Similar to where Treat You Better was a copy of Stitches, Father Stretch My Hands Part 2 is a copy of Panda by Desire. And not like the previous entry where the two songs sounded at the very and not like the previous entry where the two songs sounded at the very least similar. No, these two tracks are pretty much the same, except some parts modified by Kanye West here and there in one version. I don't come to Life of Pablo wanting to hear Panda, I want to hear Kanye West. It really confuses me how on this really introspective and thought-provoking album with Kanye's ego woven into it, there is a rapper who at the time was pretty adverse to everything Kanye showed on this album, rapping about cars, money, and bitches rather than family issues, media coverage, and debt. I know this happened on my beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy as well, but those rappers and singers on that album complimented Kanye well. Designer here does not. And I don't care what those nerds at Rap Genius have to say, regardless of how much I like this album as a whole, this isn't a symbolic track of Kanye's conflicted nature. It's just lazy. I believe this track exists to just show off that Kanye signed Designer to his label, because that actually did happen. That's it. This is just bad by creative standards. It's not the weakest track on the album, but it comes pretty close. I always skip it when I feel like it, and that's often.
Number 8 is Order More Remix by rapper G-Eazy. Now, yes, I actually reviewed G-Eazy's album Order More, which technically that came out in 2015, but this remix came out in 2016. And as bad as that song was, I had to put the remix on here because you will not believe the feature on here. Order More was bad enough, G-Eazy, but you turn around and do a remix. And you put Lil Wayne on here. You gotta be kidding me, dude. That makes the song 10 times worse. Now it's more unbearable with that whack-ass rapper on it. So the Order More remix is fucking garbage. The beat is annoying. It's really generic. You have somebody on the hook saying, Order More, just repeating it over and over. And then the 3 rappers on the song are talking about being at the club. And it's just fucking garbage. It's just fucking whack, and it's just boring. Like all G-Eazy's verses his verses are boring. He uses auto-tune. His lyrics are really basic. It's just about him being at the club, getting money, this and that, and it's just boring as fuck. Just boring. And then Yo Gotti is not memorable. Yo Gotti does have the best verse on this track, though. He's the most bearable to listen to because he's not using auto-tune, but he's still not that good. Lil Wayne, though, terrible. Absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. Almost pretty much as bad as G-Eazy is. His fucking voice is so bad. I hate his verse in the song. It's annoying and it's whack. The lyrics suck. They just suck. It's the same stereotypical lyrics you hear all the time from Lil Wayne. His voice in this track is so bad. I hate his voice. It sounds like a rat. It sounds like it's a dying voice, and it just sounds so lazy and sleepy. I hate it. There's no energy. There's no effort. There's nothing. Alright? If you wanted to make a... Why couldn't you be more unique, G-Eazy? When you were making these type of party songs, why couldn't you be more unique? Do something different that nobody else is doing. But no, this song just sounds like every other party song that ever gets made nowadays, last year or the year before. So, Order More remix just sucks. The beat's generic. The person on the hook can't fucking sing. G-Eazy uses auto-tune. He can't rap without it, which is lame as fuck. Yo Gotti's the best one on the song, but he's still whack. Lil Wayne, whack as fuck too. His lyrics suck. His voice is annoying as shit. Order More remix, garbage ass song, unbearable song. Just, it's awful. It's absolutely awful.
Number 8 is Sweatshirt. Oh my god, this kid reminds me of Justin Bieber back in 2010. So basically it's about this fucking kid, right, singing about a sweatshirt or something. You know, like, I'll lend you my sweatshirt to a chick. and the kid's about fucking 8 or 9 or 10 or 11 or 12. I don't know, but yeah, the beats are fucking annoying. Reminds me of something fucking Skrillex will beat up or something. It's funny, you know, seeing a kid about 9 or 10. What's funny is that if you check out the dislike ratio, it had a whole bunch of dislikes. Huh, wonder why.
Next, the metalcore genre. Now, I'm not gonna shit on metalcore simply because it ain't metal, which, granted, that's a valid point. It's not metal, but my main problem with metalcore is that it really isn't metal. That's the thing, because it doesn't have any heavy riffs or anything. It doesn't have like fat. It's not like heavy. It's not loud really. It's very like soft, and it's like has a lot of like rap mixed with like popish elements, which granted like I'm like I don't mind pop, but I don't call it metal. I mean, there was one thing that stood out. I don't remember the name of it, but I would totally look for it. But there was like a music video for some really shitty metalcore bands that also ironically ripped off Scott Pilgrim. In terms of like they made like this really weird like music video, but it was like a music video in the form of a game, and they stole the character models, they stole the backgrounds and the fonts of the Scott Pilgrim game. And granted, again, like I like I guess you could say like the video game soundtracks, kind of like tech. I guess you could call it like techno or some shit like that. I don't really know the official name of what you would call video game soundtracks other than video game soundtracks, like 8-bit sounding stuff, like very digital stuff. You know, like I don't mind stuff like that, but I don't really like it when it has no originality to it and when it's put out like and it's packaged as metal when no, it's not metal. Apparently, Trivium is considered metal, and Trivium is they're give or take. I don't mind them. I actually have a few of their songs. I don't mind listening to Trivium, so I guess I'll excuse them. But basically, this digitalized rap garbage that they consider metal just pisses me off. Honestly, I really am not a fan of it. If you like it, good on you. I'm not gonna stop you from liking it, but not a fan of the genre.
Number 8. Justin Darling, Gang Gang. This is one of the rare moments where I will actually say and confirm that my character's opinions in a song review match my real opinions on the song at hand. Man, this song is bad. It is bad. Imagine the most generic trap song ever, and you get this track. It's just terrible. It makes all his other tracks seem better by a surprising amount. If you want an in-depth review, watch the song review on him. It explains everything better than I can here.
Number 7 is Put It in the Bag by rapper Lil Loco. I had to put Lil Loco on this list because he will always be one of the worst rappers of all time. And I also put him on this list because I don't like the guy. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to go ahead and admit it. I just put him on the list because I still don't like the guy and I have beef with him. I'll just admit that. Because I know that's probably what people thinking. Put It in the Bag by Lil Loco is a terrible song. First of all, the beat's really loud and it's really annoying. It's just really just terrible bass. It's an annoying beat. And then you got Lil Loco with his garbage ass chipmunk voice saying, "I got money, bitch, put it in the bag, in the bag." That's all he says in the hook. That's all he says in the fucking hook. And then the rapping, he's just talking about money and how he puts it in the bag. Which, Lil Loco, you do not have money. Do you remember the diss track you did on me, right? Remember the diss track you did on me? Remember? When you started beefing me again, and then you pulled the diss track down because you couldn't afford a $20 beat, and then you want to message Lucifer Scarlet on Facebook saying, "Oh, the beat wasn't worth it. That's why I didn't buy it, even though you wasted your time recording on the beat. So obviously it was worth it." Guy's a fucking joke, man. The song's fucking garbage as fuck. The beat's generic. It's really fucking annoying. The lyrics suck. He's just talking about money, the stereotypical bullshit. He talks about the same shit every one of his songs. There's no energy. There's nothing awesome or lyrical about this song. It's just boring. The beat sucks. It's too loud and aggressive. It just, well, not aggressive, but it sounds too fucking loud, and it just sounds annoying, and it ruins the song. It's just dumb as fuck. It's a generic ass beat, and the hook sucks. It's catchy, but it's bad catchy. It's garbage, man. Absolute trash. Lil Loco is not lyrical. He's not lyrical. The song sucks. Lil Loco uses his chipmunk voice in every song. So there's nothing new to see here with Put It in the Bag. Because that voice, that chipmunk voice he uses is so irritating. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. The song wouldn't be that bad if you would have just got rid of the fucking voice and not have a loud ass annoying beat. and simple as fuck lyrics. Put more effort into your music, Little Loco, but I don't think you will. You do the same shit. You've been doing the same shit since your 3-Pac disc from 2014 in fucking June. So put it in the bag. Definitely garbage. Boring beat, boring rapping, awful fucking song, stupid chipmunk voice. No reason to ever listen to this song.
Unicorns killed my girlfriend. Oh shit. This song is so cringy, okay? I cannot listen to it fully. I can't. I try and try, and it's too hard. Cause like it goes, shut the fuck up, you don't even know what's up. And when that fucking bitch, Scarlet, raps, oh shit. You know, I just can't watch it fully. And during the fucking, nearly the end, there's an emo kid, he's like, he sounds like his balls haven't dropped yet and stuff, and if you look at the video, there's a black guy, he's like, the fuck am I doing here, you know? And I just find it creepy how these people look fucking 18 or 19 and they're doing the same kid shit still, you know?
Next is the Suicide Squad Bohemian Rhapsody cover, and now what made the original song what makes the original song classic is that it blends so many genres together in such a great way, and it sounds really, really good, and it's got fast points, it's got low points, but you know what this cover does? This cover basically takes all the originality, all of the spark of the original song, and then it just makes it sound like every other fucking song on the radio. They made an original classic sound unoriginal, and that's basically what they did. So you gotta do like what Motorhead, I would say, is the king of covers. They do covers probably better than anyone else. Arguably, I enjoy their covers more than the regular songs. For example, Enter Sandman cover of Metallica, and that was way better than the original. But still, like, there's certain ways you do a cover, and you don't do it by making it sound like every other song that's out on the radio, especially to a song just that left such a legacy as this one did.
Number 7, BOTDF Bullseye. So yeah, now that BOTDF released their last album and disbanded in a not so peaceful way, this track is gonna be awkward to talk about without mentioning that whole situation, but I'll try and do it anyways. I wasn't really expecting their last album Scissors per se, but I was interested in what BOTDF had in store after Cruel Pornography released to
4 out of 10.
4 out of 10.
5 out of 10.
negative reviews. What we got was a collection of boring dream pop and synth tracks, none of which sounded like BOTDF at all to me. In name only were they BOTDF tracks. In fact, given the circumstances of the recent breakup they had, I wouldn't be surprised if Davi Vanaby had a greater say in this album's direction than Javon. This track is one of their dubstep tracks, and as usual, it's pretty bad. They try, well, Davi tries to be edgy and awesome here, and of course it fails. The drums and snare especially sound kinda unpolished, which I can stand for death step standards, but this shouldn't be a thing for BOTDF. And it's about as much of a snooze fest as the rest of the album, which is sad. BOTDF could have gone out with a bang, but instead they went out with a failed attempt at a wub.
Number 6, One Night by rapper Lil Yachty. One Night is a terrible song. I've already done a rant on Lil Yachty, so if you want to hear more thoughts on Lil Yachty, go check that video out. But this song is complete garbage. The beat is really annoying, it's really wavy, it's really stupid, it's just boring. It's absolutely boring. And then the lyrics are just bad. It's just him talking about how a girl is gonna want to stay for one night, basically a one-night stand type of song. And that's really it. It's just about him, a girl wanting to stay one night. The worst part about the song is he's not even fucking rapping. He's just singing. It's like, what is this shit? This is supposed to be hip-hop. This isn't supposed to be you singing. Get the fuck out of here. And it's not even good singing. It's not even good singing. It's fucking garbage. The beat sucks. The lyrics suck. Everything about the song sucks. There's nothing lyrical about it. There's nothing exciting. There's nothing interesting. It's a boring song about a one-night stand. What else is there to say? Fuck this song. And fuck Lil Yachty. Fuck this song. It's garbage.
Number 6 is Little Einstein's Parody by Kelly Raps, okay? So, Kelly Raps, who is she, you might ask? Well, she's a underground rapper. Jackal did a video about her, stealing Dennis's lyrics. Did a parody of Little Einsteins, climb aboard, get ready to explore. I dare you to guess what the lyrics are about. Tripping, getting high, and getting pulled over by the cops. Wow. You can't do a better parody, can't you, Kelly Raps? And what's more pathetic is that she done a little kid's intro. That's pathetic as fuck. And the parody sounds lazy, you know. It just sounds lazy, you know, like not much effort put into.
Work, I believe is the title of it, by Rihanna and Drake. It's the same thing as I Hate You, I Love You. It's the same thing over and over again. Only I think it might actually be worse in the regard that it lacks. And I'm not saying a song has to lack verity by any means, because there are certain songs that I like that have one sentence, but they change it up with different riffs and stuff like that. For example, I guess I'll use CKY Knee Deep, where it's the entire song is literally just some people don't know what is wrong, so they're knee deep in sorrow, and then it's just that over and over again. But what they do is they change the riffs mid song, and you know, like it's like the same riff, but like they change it, you know, and it sounds like, and it changes, you know, there's changes in the tone of the song throughout it, and I don't mind stuff like that. But when you have just one word on repeat for the entire song without like any change in rhythm or anything, it's horrible. And it just sounds like everything else. And before anyone says this, because I'm sure there's going to be people that are like, what the fuck, this guy probably just some stupid hipster that hates all mainstream. Don't you dare compare me to a hipster, okay? Because there have been mainstream bands I've liked. For example, Nirvana, I think, is a great band, and they were mainstream. A lot of rock and roll from back in the 80s was mainstream at one point, you know. I'm a fan of mainstream, and I'm not a person that limits myself to metal and rock, although those are my preferred genres. There are a lot of albums I enjoy out of the genres, I should say. For example, I'll use Metric, who did some of the songs in the Scott Pilgrim soundtrack. I'll use this album, Gotta Girl, that the actress Mary Elizabeth Winstead put out, which is a great album. I love that album. And what's it called? Judas Priest Turbo Lover, which is looked down on by a lot of fans. But personally, I fucking love the album. I have it on vinyl in the other room. It's a great album. I like pop music. Don't get me wrong. Some of it is great, but the majority of it is shit, and it all sounds the same. That's the problem with mainstream music and pop music, and now I guess rap music, you could say. Because don't get me wrong, I respect older rap music, but the newer stuff is just these people just trying to be like everyone else, and it just leads to shitty sounds. For example, again, like I'll just use one more example because I've been meaning to talk about this album for a while, but I've never gotten the chance. I'll use another mainstream album that was heavily mainstream at one point, Motorhead's Ace of Spades record. Now, I'm a person that likes like saying like being different from everyone else, which I'm not a hipster, so fuck you. But I do like, I'm not gonna lie, I do like stomping on a good trend every once in a while. But Motorhead Ace of Spades is really, really a great classic album, and every song on it is fucking catchy. Whether you're talking about the title track, whether you're talking about Dirty Love, the excellent Girl School cover, Emergency, what's the other one? Dance. Like, it just has so many good, catchy songs on it. And they were original about it, they didn't make it sound like everything else, and I just wish people would take more time to get into original songs and stuff, and instead of just trying to sound like everyone else, because it's the safer way of doing things.
Number 6. Slim Jesus Channel 12. Slim Jesus is effectively a one-hit wonder, I think, in a time span of 1 year, not counting this one. After Drill Time caused some minor buzz, his second track, Buck Buck, didn't get near the attention Drill Time had, yet through this he's persisting, which is fine, but I think his 15 minutes of fame are up. Channel 12 is another attempt by Slimmy to gain relevancy again, and it doesn't do well. This song is bad. If I tried to explain what exactly makes this track bad, I'd be stuttering. It's just bad. Slim Jesus tries to do some louder rapping here, almost shouting, and what's funny and ironic is that this is a quiet song in the sense that his sound engineer must have been high when they mixed this. It's pretty quiet on full volume. He's got the typical drill lyrics of shooting people, but I'm not buying any of it. It's just a bad Slim Jesus song. Enough said.
Number 5 is Timmy Turner by Designer. This song is horrible. Absolutely horrible. Timmy Turner. Oh, this is by the rapper Designer, by the way, the same asshole who made the dumbass song Panda. This song is garbage. Absolute garbage. What type of fucking song is this? Seriously. He uses auto-tune through the whole song. It's like, Timmy, Timmy, Timmy Turner, he be wishing for a burner. Like, what the fuck is he talking about? Alright, I looked up the lyrics. What is he talking about? Is it about some imaginary character named Timmy Turner? Is it about the guy Timmy Turner from the cartoon who becomes a gangster and lives the gangster lifestyle? Is it a gangster version of Timmy Turner? I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. But who cares? Because the song's garbage. The beat's fucking generic. There's fucking auto-tune. He sounds like fucking Future on this garbage-ass song. It's whack as fuck, man. Production is generic. And then there's stupid auto-tune, and you got stupid lyrics that don't make any goddamn sense. There's nothing lyrical about this track whatsoever. Designer is not a good rapper. Alright, he's not a good rapper at all. He's just not the only thing he's good at is looking like that one dude from that, what's that cartoon? I think it's Jimmy Neutron. Looking like that one dude from Jimmy Neutron. Forgot his name, but he looks just like him. That's the only thing he's good at doing. He's weird too. In his freestyles and videos, he's weird. His freestyling sucks too. Go listen to his XXL Freshman Cypher. That shit's whack as fuck. But Timmy Turner, definitely a garbage song. Awful beat. Auto-tune. Oh, it's one of the worst songs. Hate it so much. It's bad, and it sounds like something like Future would make. It's awful as fuck.
Number 5 is any Young Park song. Oh my shit. You people might say, choose one song, mate. I just can't, okay? It's like going to the Wheel of Fortune of Young Park songs and spin them. Like, it's hard to choose. So, this is a rant about Young Park. He uses fucking auto-tune to sing. Like, do you know the song? Don't want her. You know that song? Yeah, I'm just saying, like, he uses the auto-tune to fucking sing and rap. You sound like Lil Wayne a little bit, mate. And one time, do you know my response to Loco Part 2? He commented saying, Loco is more richer than you. And he's in the game, mate. Yeah.
Justin Bieber, sorry. I don't understand why people are defending this album, honestly. Because I hear people in school that are like, you know, man, it actually sounds really good, man. You know, it's pretty good, man. And, you know, it's a lot better than his older stuff. It's like, okay, his balls dropped. It sounds exactly the same, only now he's got a deeper voice. That's the only difference is that he has a deeper voice now. He's still shit. Next.
Number 5, Broken Side, Candyland 2.0. Yeah, you can switch this track out for quite the selection of replacements on the album it is from, but this track is pretty bad. No pun intended to the track on the same album titled Bad Ones, which should have just been the album name to save time and promotion cost. Where do I start? Well, you don't have Freaks quality songs here. Instead, you have Screamo, minimalist trap, which doesn't sound as awesome as Suicide Boys makes it out to be. In fact, the majority of the songs on this album, all grown up, follow the same basic pattern. This one has off-key singing and about the same replay value as the others. Nothing else. Next.
Number 4 is Digits by rapper Young Thug. Oh, this song is bad. This song is terrible. It's another bad, catchy song. Because all he says in the hook is, we ran up the digits, we ran up the money, we ran up the digits, we ran up the money, we ran up the digits, we ran up... That's all he fucking says in the hook. And in the verses, I don't even remember what he said in the verses, because the song is so unmemorable. The beat's generic as hell. The song's short, which isn't a problem. I'm glad it's short, because a whack song like that being way longer would be even more irritating to listen to. But the song's already garbage. Young Thug barely can rap. His voice sounds like shit on the song. The flow is whack. It's so slow and dumb, and his voice is unbearable to listen to. It's singing and just lame and just all over the place. The lyrics are stupid. It's just about money and all that bullshit. That's all it talks about is money. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of rappers always talking about fucking money. I don't give a shit about your money, motherfucker. Fuck you. So, Digits by Young Thug is a garbage-ass song. This song is whack as fuck. I hate this song. It's horrible. Generic beat, stupid lyrics, and an annoying hook where he sounds like he's mumbling. He is mumbling when all he says is, he ran up the digits, he ran up the money. That shit's fucking garbage as fuck. Fuck that song, Digits. Whack.
Number 4 is Red, White and You by Steven Tyler, the singer of Aerosmith. And this is from Steven Tyler's solo career. And when I heard it, I thought, mate, you can do better than this, mate. You're Steven Tyler, the singer of fucking Aerosmith. And basically it's a country and pop song. And those two do not mix, okay? And the lyrics are really bad. Oh, I don't want to explain them, okay? I think it's too late to do a solo career. I think it's too late because you're fucking 74 or some shit. Mate, you can do better than this, mate. You're Steven Tyler, singer of fucking Aerosmith. You done I Don't Wanna Miss a Thing. You done Crying. You done Toys in the Attic. Fuck, you done loads of good songs back in the 80s and 70s.
Hello by Adele. Now, Adele is fat, but more importantly, she only appeals to the lowest common denominator of hipsters that want to sound different, but meanwhile want to stay and sound like everyone else. So, yeah, Adele is fat. Anyway, next.
Number 4, The Chainsmokers' Don't Let Me Down featuring Daya. As much as I want to believe mainstream EDM is dead, apparently the Chainsmokers persist, and here we have a song worthy of DJ Snake except a little worse. This track follows the same patterns as many other popular EDM songs featuring a female vocalist who's pretty and mediocre in her singing. A build-up you hear in most raves and a drop that is subpar, but for the most part gets blown away by other more talented trap and EDM producers. This song has nothing unique to it, to put it in broad terms, just like the previous tracks. I just don't get the appeal to it. Why? Why did this get so charting? You heard it before, people. Whatever.
Number 3 is Juju on the Beat by Zay Hilfiger and Xavier McCall. The only reason I know about the song because I think Neil Wilson told me to ask me to rant on it. Well, I'm sort of going to rant on it in this video. Juju on the Beat is terrible. It's another one of those stereotypical dance songs. It's just like Watch Me Whip. It's just like what the Fox Says, Gundam Style, Crank That Soldier Boy. It's the same repetitive thing as those other songs. It's basically the same as Watch Me Whip and all that other bullshit. It's that one-hit wonder guy that comes in with a stupid-ass dance that's popular for a while, then just dies off. You are never going to hear about Zay Hilfiger or Xavier McCall in the next few years and months. Trust me. It always happens. Remember the guy who made Watch Me Whip? Where's his album? Where's his album reviews? I haven't seen him anywhere in a while. It's because he's a one-hit wonder. I could be wrong, and maybe this guy has a lifespan career, but I highly doubt it. Juju on the Beat, very dumb song. The lyrics are stupid. He says, "You ugly, you're your daddy's son." That shit's fucking lame. What type of lyric is that, man? Are you saying everybody who is a son or has a dad is ugly? That shit's lame. Absolutely lame. And the beat's just dumb and boring. The song's short as fuck. It has really nothing to it. I will admit though, Xavier McCall isn't too bad. Alright? Xavier McCall is not too bad. I feel like he has the potential if he went solo. He was actually not bad in the song. He was a Detroit rapper and he wasn't that bad, to be honest. I just feel like he put himself on a very terrible song and it weighs down his verse. So, Xavier McCall, I think that's the second guy. It could be Zay Hilfiger, but I think the second verse, the Detroit rapper, is Xavier McCall. That guy isn't too bad, I'll admit it. But the rest of the song is just absolute nonsense. First verse is nonsense, hook is nonsense, the beat sucks. It's just a really bland dance song. And it's just a stupid dance song that you hear every year from almost every one-hit wonder. There's nothing special about it. Juju on the Beat, what the fuck does that even mean? Lame as fuck, just another dumb dance that's not going to be popular in years to come. Whatever.
Number 3 is MILF by Fergie. Ugh. So apparently this song was meant to be controversial apparently. So Fergie can stay relevant and hip. Cause mate, she's not a MILF, okay? She's not. The beat sounds like something that DJ Snake would do. Or something. It sounds like this, mate. Oi boy, what should we write about? I don't know, being a MILF cause Jennifer Lopez did it once and it was very controversial. Yeah, let's do that, mate. And like to say, hatred brings money and fame in. So, it gets people going, talking about it. So, wait, what do you expect?
This next song is called Me, Myself, and I don't know who wrote it, but it ruins a great expression that I like using, me, myself, and I, because I used to say, like, to people, like, when people are like, oh, what are you doing? Who are you hanging out with? It's like, oh, I'd be like, me, myself, and I. But now it's like, you associate it with this bland fucking song. And it's this is another song that, granted, has more variety than the other songs, but still, it's just the same thing over and over again. And like I said, I don't mind stuff that has the one lyric sentence going over and over again. But as long as it's not the same thing and it's short, you know, it's not like a long, long song. This is like, I don't know the exact time, but it goes on too long and it's the same thing over and over again, you know? No, what did you say? So yeah, broken record song again. So and it destroyed that expression I really liked using. So I was pissed off about that.
Number 3, Pitbull, Greenlight featuring Flowrider and Lunch Money Lewis. Pitbull thankfully hasn't had too big a hit this year, but that doesn't mean this song is any better for it. In fact, it seems that with this song he's taken to incorporating the trending aspects of modern pop music and making it sound like a dated song from the early 2010s, more specifically around the 2013 mark. The beat sounds like a mix of Bruno Mars disco funk stuff and pop that you'd hear from the aforementioned years with a little bit of EDM thrown in, which sounds interesting in theory, but it doesn't play out here as well as one would hope. It's not memorable when held next to other songs like it, and to top it off, we have Flowrider, who I hope doesn't have another top 10 to his name again after his bout of EDM Avicii rap. Lunch Money Lewis isn't that bad. I mean, I don't really know his style. He isn't bad on this track, but like in the Chainsmokers case earlier, you could get a better singer for the hook. There's not much that happens in the song apart from Pitbull being Pitbull, Flowrider being as bland yet energetic of a rapper as you can get, and your average pop tune. No eyebrows being raised here.
Number 2 is Problem by Unicorns Kill My Girlfriend. This could have been the worst song of all time. It could have been. But for some reason it wasn't. You'll find out when I find out number 1 is. This song is horrible, unbearable. It's one of the worst on this fucking list. I can't think of a more terrible song than Problem by Unicorns Kill My Girlfriend. First of all, the beat is generic. It's one of the most generic beats you will ever hear. And the vocals are fucking terrible. Alright? The first bitch, Scarlet, this stupid Harley Quinn wannabe bitch, comes in with this fucking baseball bat. She's like, I'm badass. I used your girlfriend. All you men watch porn because you're losers. I'm badass. I look like Harley Quinn. Baseball bat. Yeah, don't fuck with me. I'll fuck. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You're lame as shit. Try to act all badass, but you're a damn scene girl. The shit is so fucking lame. Trying to be a Harley Quinn type. Just get the fuck out of here, Scarlet. You're nothing like Harley Quinn. You're just trying to be a comic book character. You're trying. It just seems like you're trying to be Harley Quinn. So her verse was absolutely terrible. Oh, it was terrible. It was not even good rap. It was awful. Some of her fucking verse was offbeat. Talking shit about dudes who watch porn. Talking about how she uses a girl, trying to be all badass and don't give a fuck. That's just lame. Oh, her part was really cringy though. Really cringy. The music video made this song even worse, by the way. It really did. And then you got the hook. The hook is terrible. You got a guy screaming bullshit. Pretty much bullshit in the hook. That's all he's screaming dumbass shit saying, shut the fuck up. That's all he really says. He is the most, look, I will say this. He's the most bearable to listen to on this track. Alright, he's the most bearable, but he's still bad. And then you got arguably the worst part of the song, John Jay's verse. John Jay? Shit, I mean John Jumper. Got that fucking mixed up with the guy from BOTD. Fuck. This fucking verse was absolutely horrible, and the guy's voice is terrible. It's worse than fucking Scarlet's. What the fuck is that, bro? What type of voice is that? Seriously, what type of voice is that, John Jay? The voice is horrible. It sounds really gay. It sounds really just feminine and dumb. It sounds like a fucking... I'm trying to think of it. It sounds like Deuce's voice, but way more girly and just really dumbed down. His voice does remind me of Deuce. It really does. I'm not discrediting Deuce because I do like Deuce, but it sounds like him. Just really bad, and a really bad version of it. So, you know, that guy is whack on the song. His lyrics are horrible, trying to say he's a tough scene kid and all this bullshit is garbage. The lyrics are fucking terrible, and his voice is awful. It is, ooh, it's awful. It's so bad. You shouldn't even rap, dude. So, and no wonder why this band gets all this hate, because they're garbage. They're horrible. They're worse than Broken Side. Alright? They are. They're worse than fucking... I'd rather listen to Hello Kitty Suicide. I'd rather listen to Godfuckers than this whack-ass song. And that's saying a lot. So Problem by Unicorns Kill My Girlfriend. This is definitely number 2. The number 2 worst song of 2016 was definitely Problem by Unicorns Kill My Girlfriend. That song is horrible. The vocals, the lyrics, the beat, it's all bad. It's so unbearable to listen to. Scarlet and John Jumper, awful. Fucking awful. Absolutely awful.
I'm gonna tell you is, Don't Mind cover by Little British Boy. Oh my god, when I first heard this song, I died laughing, okay? He's like, Yeah, he telling me this and telling me that. Like, I don't know if he's a troll or not. I can't tell, okay? I think he's aware of it, what's happening to him, getting the hate comments and shit. And he has a pair of undies on his head. And when he talks, he's like, I slept back. And I think he's aware of being a troll. I think he's a troll.
This guy, Little Yachi. Now, I don't know who this guy is, but every time I see his face, it angers me. And comes off really obnoxious. So, yeah. Some people might find my face obnoxious. That's fine. I find his face obnoxious. And his music.
Number 2, Black Kool-Aid 400,000 featuring Sarah and Beck. Talk about repetitive here. This song is literally the same 3 seconds looped over and over for 3 minutes, plus another loop which makes 3 minutes and 4 seconds, given one blessed second of silence at the end. And guess what? Black Kool-Aid does this on more songs than this one. I think he's a troll artist, and not in a good way either. He's pretty terrible. I expected something where I could at least hear Beck or Sarah, but no, this is just a loop. I doubt Beck or Sarah were even involved in this. I think he just said featuring Beck and Sarah just to get attention. How scummy. And it was actually released as a single on Spotify. Just why was this made? If this is some stupid new genre I'm hearing for the first time, pray it doesn't catch on, people. This is the kind of thing that drives people crazy and turns them homicidal. I can't say anything else about the song because 3 seconds? That's not much to work with to try and dig into musical talent and skill, if there's any at all here. And stretching that crap out to 3 minutes and 4 seconds doesn't help matters either.
Number 1 is Come With Me by Brian Silva. This is the worst song of 2016. This song is actually worse than Problem. Worse? How would you say worse? As bad as the song Problem was by Unicorns Kill My Girlfriend, at least some of it was at least on beat. Not all of it, but some of it was on beat. This song, there is nothing about this song that is in sync with the beat. Nothing on beat. This song is horrible. Brian Silva makes terrible songs. This song is atrocious. The auto-tune through the whole song just ruins it. From the hook to the verses, and then you get a boring beat. He's just singing through the whole song talking about come with me. It's bad. It sounds like Fetty Wapper times worse 100 auto-tune. It's garbage. He's talking about a girl should come with me. It's lame. The singing is bad. You got auto-tune through the whole song. The auto-tune sounds terrible. But you know what's even worse than the auto-tune and the generic simple as fuck lyrics and generic beat? It's off beat. Making a bad song is one thing. Auto-tune is another. But having you be offbeat the entire song, that's way worse. Easily. Come With Me, Brian Silva. Easily the worst song of 2016. The worst. Nothing comes close to being as bad as this song. Generic beat. Offbeat with auto-tune. A song that has no sync with the production and it uses auto-tune and it's singing. That's case closed. The worst. Absolutely terrible. The song is unbearable to listen to. The auto-tune ruins it. Just terrible song.
Number 1 is No by Meghan Trainor. So, Meghan Trainor, she's weird. Like, first she was about all that bass, you know, fat chicks and shit. Then Dear Future Husband, it's about what you gotta do to date her. Then come Me Too. No is a feminist anthem. You know, it's like my number is No, my name is No, etc. Like the beat sounds like Britney Spears or something. And do you know what's funny? In the video, she has skinny people in her video. And in the video, she's all skinny and shit. And she has skinny people in her video. And yet she says that it's good if you're fat, you should support your body and shit. She's fucking confusing.
Now this next one. Yeah, this isn't in order.
Oh, don't worry, I made it in order.
But if I had to pick an order, this would probably be at the top for possibly my worst song / album art of 2016. And okay, let's just get right into it. The song is complete shit. It sounds so bland, but okay, now this it doesn't even sound original, right? But to add insult to injury, the album art is not original at all. If I'm I really don't want to edit this video too much, only because this is the 5th time I'm recording this, but I need to put this fucking horrendous abortion of an album art on this video. This is just possibly the worst album art I have ever seen. And for one, my main problem with it is the amount of plagiarism in it. For one thing, Scott Pilgrim is one of my favorite comics of all time. And they not only plagiarized it, but they switched the races of the characters from the comics, which pissed me off beyond no ends, because now I'm no racist by any means, but changing the race of characters is something that really aggravates me, and it pisses me off because it's unnecessary, and it shows that you can't be original, and you have to, and if you really need to make like a black character, you need to, what's it called? You need to basically ruin an older character, because usually these characters are great. You know, like, they're not characters, it's just album art, but still, you know, they basically ruined it because they made them look so trashy, and they just flipped the race of them for what? No reason, just so they could make it like, oh, well, he black like me now, so yeah. So, yeah, I think the guy who made this is Lil Uzi. Fuck you, on a personal level. I hate the album art, it's atrocious. Fuck you. And on top of that, I'm not even a big Metallica fan, but they ripped off Metallica's fonts too, so yeah, fuck you for that too. So basically my main problem with this is that there's no originality whatsoever to it. It doesn't have any original album art, it doesn't have any original lyrics or anything like the rhythm of the song, just nothing in this is original. And whoever honestly made this abortion of an album art has some balls. Like, they really, really do.
And the worst song of 2016 is Corey Feldman, Forbid in Attraction featuring Kaya Jones. The whole album is a mess, and this song is a prime example of it. Corey Feldman is just out of his mind on this whole album, and upon reaching the 4th track here, which happens to be Forbidden Attraction, which, nice pun there, Corey, genius, it becomes apparent that he is out of his mind. It opens with a skit which is acted terribly, and these are present throughout the first half of the album. But of course, this skit ends with a childish sex pun of, "Tell her I'm coming." Get it? Get it? And then the song starts. I mean, I'm not putting this here because the needle drop ripped into this in 2016. I'm not putting this here because of that. I'm putting this here because this is a legit terrible song. This, I think, is not the worst song on the album, but you could put any song from this album on this list and it would still be the worst song of 2016. This is how bad the album is. Corey Feldman's whisper, snarl, growling, whatever he's doing, is the last thing I want to hear on any of his songs from now on if I ever hear any other songs of his in the future for whatever reason. At all. And the featured artist here, Kaya Jones, is no better. If this is trying to be a turn-on song, it fails miserably. It doesn't sound like that. It doesn't get me in the mood. It doesn't seem like it would work for getting any girl in the mood either. This sounds like it would just make all parties in the car sit uncomfortably and ponder why the hell they thought listening to Angelic to the Core was a good idea in the first place. The song structure is just a train wreck with the build up to the song featuring actual singing, which is mediocre, and the hook is just a terrible payoff. This sounds like a parody of porn music. Not to mention, this is in the first half of the album where everything is synth, so there's no instrumental work I can praise here, and nearly all the synth work on this track is bad, so I can't find anything to list as an upside. This is a terrible, terrible track, the worst of 2016. And to you personally, Corey, I mean, okay, I'll give you some credit. You had a vision. You made a large album. You made the other half instrumental, and the instrumentals there are decent. I mean, most of the good songs on this album are just mediocre. But man, for this whole album in general, damn was this the wrong way to go about it.
So that was my top 10 worst songs of 2016, and everybody else is on this collab as well. Let us know, actually, I don't know why I said let me know. Let us know what you think, let us know what your top 10 worst songs 2016 is.
Anyway, that's all the songs I had. Thank you guys for letting me do this collaboration. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I actually had more fun re-recording this than I did on the other recordings. Soup. Thank you guys for watching my segments. To the viewer, so